head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey guys, how about them Browns? They made this Southern Ohio fan proud to go to work on Monday. Sports is a heck of a coach, but I think it's about time we start giving Barry some credit for the players he's assembled. And on that note, the extension he gave Will, a lot of people complaining about that, but we don't have any draft picks till the second or third round. Most of the good offensive tackles are going to be taken before we ever have a chance to get to them. So they got to get this kid straightened out and hope it works out. Thanks. Go Browns. Woo-hoo.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Fred, the one thing I'll say about Jedrick Wills, saw some emotion and some fight from him. And again, I know there were plays where he didn't look great, but there were also plays where he looked pretty good against Nick Bosa.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing. I mean, he's following Joe Thomas. You know, you're not going to get any better, a Hall of Famer. And he looks like he takes plays off. Some plays, it seems like he only goes a couple seconds and then kind of stops. But he's not he's not a Pro Bowler at this point, you know, in his career. I don't know if he'll ever be one. And the expectations, because you're the 10th pick in the draft, is that you would just step in and be a Pro Bowler. He stepped in and started. Believe me, there's tackles, left tackles in the NFL that are much worse than he is. I know that's not a ringing endorsement, but as far as, yeah, their hope is he's young and that he will just continue to improve. Bill Callahan continues to work with him, and he just needs to you would just want him to play all the way to the whistle and just be more consistent, play in, play out, all the way through the play. But when you look at Andrew Berry, and I think he's the same, I've said this, he's put together the best roster that I've ever covered. And a lot of it, he's been probably better in trades and free agency, in my opinion, than in the draft. He's been better in the lower rounds with the draft. Maybe the top haven't been the sure shot guys, but he hasn't had, you know, a lot of top picks, you know, with after the Watson trade. So, yeah, I agree. He's put together a great roster. It's just time for him to perform now in the field, and you're seeing some of the guys come into fruition. The JOK is really blossoming. Grant Delpit, that's a second-round pick. 2 second-round picks are starting to step up. You saw it with Peoples-Jones, a 6th-round pick, and, you know, some of the other guys. Greg Newsome, 1st-round pick. Martin Emerson, you know, a 3rd-round pick. So, yeah, I think he's put together a good roster. Has he made some mistakes? Yes. But I'd put it leaps and bounds ahead of what they were doing prior to 2020.